Hey everyone, my name is Edna and I wanted to give you 3 different tips that I think would really help out when you're planning out your applications for law school or you just need a little bit of guidance. I did go to law school for a year. I decided not to go back, but I think that it might be something that I do pursue later on in the next few years. But looking back, there's just so much I learned, and I really want to share that with you guys. I also wanted to say that there is a giveaway. I'm collaborating with Steve Schwartz, who is the founder of LSAT Unplugged. If you want to go straight to the giveaway, then you can go to this time to possibly win 1 month of LSAT prep courses. So the first tip is to have a solid timeline, and what I mean by that is that you'll look at all the schools that you're planning on applying to and look at when your application opens, not when the deadline is. Law school applications are looked at on a rolling basis, so the earlier you apply, the better. I think a lot of people are caught up because it is such a difficult and expensive process that you let things get in the way and then submitting your application is delayed. Now, you gotta remember it takes 1 to 2, maybe even 3 weeks for everything to be processed, for everything to be, put together and given to the admissions committee. So just because you submit doesn't mean the very next day they're gonna be looking at your application. It could take a while. So, just look out for yourself. Make sure that your timeline has everything set out, when you'll be taking the LSAT, and I think that'll help you determine how long you have to study for, and just even the smaller tasks that have to be done, like your resume and reviewing that. I think it's important that you put that in a timeline because you don't want the smaller things that are easier to do, like your personal statement and your resume, to push back on things that are a lot more time consuming, like maybe waiting on your letters of recommendation or preparing for the LSAT. So that timeline is important, and give yourself a lot of wiggle room, give yourself enough time. My second tip has to do with personal statements. I think that people that overcome a lot in their life kind of have this issue. I know I did. It took me so many revisions on my personal statements to get this down, but your personal statement needs to be about you. Make sure to focus on you, your accomplishments, and things that you've done. And I know for some people it is hard because you're like hyping yourself up and like you're essentially like selling yourself to complete strangers. But for me, I know that I took up a lot of time and space talking about my parents, my community, like things that were really important to me, but I wasn't talking about what I did in those communities. So yeah, that's my second tip. Make your personal statement about you. Everything else that helped build you is important, but don't let it take more than a few sentences, because at the end of the day, the person that's applying to law school is you, not your parents, not your teachers, not anyone else. So my third tip, and I know that for some people this might seem like it's unattainable, but I would really say that it's important to invest in an LSAT prep course. Now, that could look very different to some of you. Maybe you have an LSAT study group, or maybe you hire a tutor. Maybe you hire an LSAT tutor for, a few sessions. I think it's really important to have some sort of structured plan so that you tackle this test in the best and most efficient way. I hated the LSAT. I did take a prep course and I took Blueprint. I was fortunate enough that when I was in school, and a lot of schools do this, I went to my EOP office and I was able to get on the list so that I would get half off. LSAT prep courses are notoriously expensive, and I think this adds to the lack of access to the legal field. Like, you are already paying so much for applications, the test itself, and now you have to pay for a prep course. Like, it's difficult and there's a lot going on, but I think you need to really know the type of person you are. For myself, I need someone to guide me and to kind of give me tips and tricks. I don't think I would have been able to self-study it's definitely an investment because your GPA and your LSAT score combined are some of the main factors that will contribute to first getting in and second getting a scholarship from your school. Now I want to talk about a collaboration that I'm doing with LSAT Unplugged. And it's super easy. The founder, Steve Schwartz, has 2 different podcasts and a YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to any of those platforms and you screenshot your subscription and email it to him at lsatunplugged@gmail.com, I will write it out here, and of course everything will be in the description. You can have 3 entries if you subscribe to all 3 things. It's completely free. It'll take you a minute or 2. All the links will be down on the description box. You can just click on them, subscribe or follow depending on what platform you're using, like Spotify or Apple Music. The 1-month subscription will be to his Supreme package. LSAT Unplugged has 3 different packages where you can pick from. There's different price points. In my opinion, I think this is a really cool way to approach things because you're not having to pay $1,500 up front. You can take 1 month, you can take 2 months, whatever you want, or switch up on the packets. But this is for a giveaway on the Supreme packet, and I'm really excited. You guys know that I would never ever bring anything to you that I don't truly believe in myself. I'm really excited because whoever wins will have 1 month free course. If you have any questions, please let me know. The giveaway will run for about 2 weeks, and I will be spreading the word everywhere because I think it's so important that more people apply to law school, and more first-generation students, more women, more more Latinos too in general. I'm excited to help contribute and give people advice, tips, and just resources so that it makes this journey easier, because let me tell you, it will be difficult and it will be expensive. But I think that if you're really passionate about the law and you want to go to law school, then you have to be strategic and essentially play their game. You can work on your personal statement, your letters of recommendation, and your LSAT score. Those are factors that can still be changed or be improved. So do your best, because it's important that you are a part of these law schools and just the legal system. We need to change things. We need people like you to to join these spaces and voice your opinions and fight for what you believe in. So yeah, so I'm excited, and I hope a lot of people subscribe and email Steve, because it's free. Like it'll only take you a few minutes, but I think it's so important to have these resources. This is basically it. I hope you liked the video. I hope the tips were helpful to you, and good luck to everyone that is joining the giveaway. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.